the history of Philippine football. Good evening, welcome. My name is Jing Hamlang, joined today by Darren Hartman. We've been waiting for a day like this for a long time.
Oh, we've most certainly been waiting, and the atmosphere in the stadium, I'm sure you can hear it through the mics, is absolutely electric. It's going to be exactly what we hope for. A very, very well contested final.
We're up against a tough team tonight in Thailand. Let's take a look at their road to the finals. They finished first in Group A, above the Philippines with 13 points. They defeated Myanmar in the semifinals 2-0, and they are back in the spot they want to be. They were in the finals in the last edition of the competition in 2019, but missed out against Vietnam. Meanwhile, the Philippines finished second in Group A with 12 points. They defeated Vietnam in magnificent fashion, 4-0 in the semifinals. And now, here come the two teams walking onto the field. Now, in a little while, we will have kickoff, and we will see you when that time comes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Thailand. And now the national anthem of the Philippines!
The way of Thailand. Now let's take a look at the starting 11 for Coach Mio Okamoto. The players to look out for are number 14, number 21, and number 6, as well as the captain, number 8, is as well. So those two definitely players to keep an eye on. Now let's take a look at the Philippines starting 11. Darren, not much of a change from the team that went out in the semifinals.
Well, only one change really, and that is perhaps just to make the starting 11 a little bit more physical. With Flanagan, the player, missing out on the starting 11, but making that change to have a more experienced player in Quinley. Probably a good decision to make, and of course that means that we have Flanagan's energy later on in the game if needed, but we have players in form. The team's been playing well. Not been much rest in between the whole game. I wouldn't like to guess how many people are in the stadium right now, but I believe it's probably close to 5,000 already. Rizal is known for filling up late as well. There's still time for people to come in because every single
over the last few months. There is the whistle from referee Bui T2 Trang. We are underway. Filipinas playing in red tonight. An early touch here for Olivia McDaniel, the goalkeeper. Exchange between Savitsky and Egesvik. Generally very good with the ball at their feet. Playing short passes, Thailand. They're trying to unlock the defense here. Haley Long is going to be a player to watch in particular. She was the one who thumped in the opener against Vietnam. Anis's ball. Goalwards! And it's the opener for the Philippines! Dream start! Rizal Memorial Stadium on its feet! We said corner kicks were going to become a factor, and right from the first one, Jessica Cowart getting a touch. She was in the crowd, took a ricochet off her head and into the back of the net. 1-0. Crowds for Isapa in the crowd. And it's got to be a feeling of dread for every back line that faces a set piece from Tanayanis.
Well, I think you've got to do your homework. You've got to limit giving away corners, especially free kicks in and around the box, because Anis is fantastic. It's another good ball in as well.
This time cleared away, but right back to Tanayanis, who can put in a good ball. Goalkeeper getting a touch to it. Follow up. Players are down. Thailand looking to clear their lines.
Yeah, sometimes being the slightly physical side, it could go against you in those little 50-50 decisions. Harris just very eager to get on the ball. Referee judging that she was too physical, winning it.
2 shots apiece, and now it's Thailand's turn to threaten from a set piece. Ball into the box, straight into the hands of Olivia McDaniel. Had a slight bobble. And a real physical game between these two. And here was that throw in. The ball bouncing around dangerously inside Thailand's box. Bolden's strike was blocked.
Chance really just to lift it into the box. You can see as Anis just gets up there, a little push in her back. Referee deems that.
Anis's ball is it to the far post. Harrison. Savitsky. All the way through. Giyu! Second goal for the Philippines. Right at the 6-yard box, Katrina Giyu. No mistake. A dream start has just gotten better. The crowd going wild. Again, from a set piece. Second ball by Harrison, half cleared. Savitsky gets it in, and Giyu is right there to turn it in.
Yeah, great instinctive finish, but it's all about keeping the ball in the right areas and very quick to turn it back into the box. She actually just drifted off the shoulder. She wasn't being marked. She was patient. She stayed.
And she's been one of those players who's had the opportunity to come out through the ranks of the youth teams. And Haley Long taking exception to that little push. And you see Kanyanat Chetabutter getting involved. Let's take a look at that one more time. They'll push from behind. And Haley Long upsets. Wanted to have a little bit of a conversation with Alisa Rukpinij. And Chetabut getting... Bolden gets to the end line and wins the corner kick. And quite a collision between her and Bilawan. And both sets of players feeling it. Look at that from Serena Bolden. Not much time remaining, but she's still... Sarah Egesvik sends it into the box. So close as Bolden made contact. It's going to be another corner kick. Bolden making a nuisance of herself. Didn't know. Sarah Egesvik, her delivery into the box. A third for the Philippines. Serena Bolden finally gets it. The nail in the coffin. There's no coming back from that. Just rewards for Serena Bolden, who has been tireless once more for the Philippines. Bolden gets her head to it, and into the back of the net it goes. Might have come off a defender's foot, but it was goal bound, and that will count as Serena Bolden's goal. And that had, you have to say, he said this side deserved a packed crowd. He's got it tonight. And now they have witnessed and become part of history tonight.
They deserve a packed crowd every time they
play to Thailand, who are the runners-up in 2022. Back-to-back runners-up now in the AFF Women's Championship. They gave it everything they had all the way until the final whistle. Just fell short at the final hurdle. And they've got a rich footballing tradition, Thailand, and they will be back again in the next tournament. But now, it's the moment we've been waiting for. It's time to award the champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the champions of the AFF Women's Championship 2022 is the team of the Philippines! Alan Stachich, head coach. May we call on AFF President Major General Kiev Sameth to present the championship trophy to the captain of the winners of tonight's match and the champions of the AFF Women's Championship 2022, the Philippines! The team officials: Alan Stachich, head coach. The head of delegation, Jefferson Gao Cheng. Health and medical officer, Dr. Louis Tan. Media officer, Ceres Lina. Assistant coach, Nawel Agarte. Goalkeeper coach, James Fraser. Strength and conditioning coach, Luca Tonetti. Team manager, Isabella Fernando. Physiotherapist, Ana De Mejillo and Isabella Bonzi. Trainer, Red Sahonia. Analyst, Esteban Antonich. Assistant team manager, Nelan Casalmer. Equipment manager, Francisco Pascual. Assistant equipment manager, Karen Kaliway. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the awarding ceremonies of the AFF Women's Championship 2022. On On behalf of the ASEAN Football Federation, we thank you for your support and hope to see you in the next edition of the tournament. See you and good night!
Philippine football will never be the same. The Philippine women's national team have changed things forever.